there, how's it going? I just wanted to make a little review on this CB300R. Had it for about a year, had enough time with it to tell you how I feel about it. It has a 5.9 inch ground clearance and a 31.5 inch seat height. It has a 17 inch front and a big old chunky stock exhaust. She weighs 317 pounds. Pretty light though. We got a 296 millimeter disc in the front and a 220 millimeter disc in the rear. This baby's got 30 horsepower and 20 pound-feet of torque. It's got 30 horsepower at 8,500 RPMs, and it's got 20 pound-feet of torque. Pound-feet of torque at 7,500 RPMs. It is a 286 cc engine, single cylinder. As for the suspension, we have a 41 millimeter telescopic Showa fork. Pretty nice. A little bit loose for my taste, but it does the job. It also has about 5.1 inches of travel. Now let's take it for a ride. Alright. Alright, let's take this bugger for a spin. So this little Honda is a great time. We already talked about how it really wasn't that fast. The suspension's pretty soft. But hey, it's an affordable, great beginner bike. See, it was my first bike, and it's something great to learn on, you know? I've made a ton of little mistakes, and it hasn't messed me up since, you know? It's kept me on two wheels. It's taught me a lot. And the mistakes you do make aren't going to be so drastic because it's not crazy powerful. And it's so light. It's so light. Like, I have a Harley, and moving that thing around my driveway is 5 times harder than moving this one around. You know, you can do the trick where you lean it over on the kickstand, and you can flip it 180 if you're parked in a parking spot. Can't even think about doing that on the Harley. I don't know, the convenience is awesome. And it's quiet. I know I could change that with a new muffler, but I kind of like it quiet. It's low key. It's convenient. It's reliable. And it gets 80, I think it gets like, 73 average, saying right now. Probably because I've been driving a little bit more aggressive than usual, but hey, 73, 75 miles per the gallon, that's, I mean, what does a Prius get? This has got to be better than a Prius. Well, I know it's better than a Prius, but another gorgeous day in Minnesota. Everybody's going so fast. My God. It's not how this road usually goes. But yeah, the only thing that I could complain of, and it's not even really complaining about the bike, it's that the tires that I've bought, I don't know what the hell's going on. Honestly, I think that they might have just put some, like, you know, crappy old tires that they had laying around at the dealership, because this bike only had 1,000 miles on it, and you can tell in the video that these tires are pretty much roached, and I didn't do the roaching. You know, if they were brand new tires,
and I was the only one who rid on them, they'd be big old chicken strips, and there wouldn't be a bunch of boogers, and like somebody took this bike to like the track for no reason. I don't even understand what they did to these tires, but regardless, they're like super sport tires, super aggressive tires, and they're just not conducive to my riding. Like, that front wheel has skidded around quite a few times, and you know, of course there's a flat spot in my rear tire. Long story short, I need to get new tires. That doesn't say anything about the bike. One thing about this bike though that I mentioned in the motor vlog that I ended up posting a little bit ago, the chain. I don't know, it's kind of hard to hear in the last video, but if you don't have your leg perched up to the tank, the freaking chain is so damn noisy. You hear that? I don't know. It bugs me, but that probably wouldn't bug as many people as I'm thinking it will. But it bugged me. I thought something was wrong with it. But it's not. I watched a few more videos of people with these same bikes, and they were having the same issue, and they were talking about how they tightened the chain and they did all this and that, and it didn't really help. So I think the chain's just a little bit noisy, and to be honest with you, your legs are usually grabbing onto the tank anyways, so who the hell cares? But in conclusion, I would say that this is a great beginner bike. You know, it's not too crazy. You can wrap around and hit redline, and you're not breaking any laws. You're not really, you know, you're not going that fast. You're just using the whole bike. Like they say, it's more fun to drive a slow bike fast than it is a fast bike slow. Well, I think I covered all of my bases. Talked about everything I wanted to talk about. I hope you guys get a good feel for this Honda. Maybe it'll help you make a decision on what motorcycle you're going to buy for your first motorcycle. If you guys are still watching, stuck around to the end, I really appreciate it. Like and subscribe if you can, and I'll see you in the next one.